Hey, what's going on, guys? RoboRexRob here, and this is probably like my third or fourth try of this commentary after realising that my microphone or my headset wasn't turned on. More Black Ops 2 gameplay. I know, my channel has been pumped full of Black Ops 2 recently, and I did say I wanted to focus the channel on gaming, but unfortunately we've been playing a lot of Black Ops 2 sessions, and really good ones at that. So I just have so much content stored up, I just need to... I need to open the valve a little bit, and this channel was perfect for that outlet. So you're going to see a lot of Black Ops 2. It is going to be pretty good stuff. For those of you who didn't see my Tar Nuke, I think that'd be something worth checking out, because that was a pretty sick game, to be honest. I've had a lot of Nuketown recently. Now that it's been added into the standard map list, we played it a lot, and tell you what, there's been some awesome moments. So if you want to check out my channel and have a look at that, that's I think that's the last in the last 3 videos I think I posted. It's not doing too badly, actually. In the background we've got a bit of a pistol highlights reel. I've got some Executioner stuff, Cat 40 stuff, which you guys may or may not have seen, depending on how close a friend you are. I've got some Cat 40 stuff that I did use for a test at the beginning of the channel, but I took that away and I'm now using it in this pistol highlights reel and just pretending like that never happened. And the Executioner stuff, it's hard really to get anything that's too crazy, considering you have 5 shells, very limited range. Yeah, it is really tough to actually get anything that's over the top, but I'd say the plays that I'm putting up there are pretty solid. You're not really going to see anything much better than that with the Executioner. Today I really wanted to talk about weapon variety. As I said, this is probably my 3rd or 4th try for this commentary, so I've got a bit of an idea about what I want to say. For those of you who are afraid to really afraid to move past the best submachine guns, the best assault rifles, this one's for you, because really you're stopping your improvement, really, because if you try other guns and other play styles, you're going to learn a lot more about the game. You're going to see some scenarios that you're not really used to, and you're going to take away that knowledge of how to deal with those scenarios, add that to your arsenal, and then once you start going back to those weapons you're familiar with, you're just going to be so much better. For example, the Executioner, like I said, 5 shells, very limited range, so I've got to think about every encounter that's coming up, or how am I going to survive the scenario considering the limitations of my gun. You'll start to learn how to deal with those scenarios, and then of course when you switch to a similar weapon which is much more powerful, or you're more well equipped, you're just going to be able to handle the situation even better, and that's how you gradually learn more and more, and that's just going to take your game a lot further. I see a lot of people sticking with the same weapons, but then wanting to improve through shortcuts and tips and tricks and stuff, but really it's about the grind. And the thing is as well, by using a variety of weapons, it won't just translate to the COD you're playing. It means that all CODs from the ones that have been released, and also that will be released, you'll be able to use those weapons too, because really they release a lot of the same weapon variants. So there's always like a triple burst rifle, semi-automatic shotgun, all that kind of stuff. I did like how Black Ops 2 introduced quite a few new dynamics with things like the Chicom and the Executioner, funny enough. But yeah, you'll get the same sort of variants in each Call of Duty, and you'll be able to use all of those past that, basically. Once you've taught yourself how to do it on one COD, you can do it on all. Which basically just means you're going to be able to have more fun with the game, because you're going to be able to use a lot more of the weapons, and that will be true from then on. Once you've done it, you'll know how to use them. It'll make it much easier as well to learn any new weapon variants that they bring out, because you're already used to most of the play styles, and there's probably just small adjustments in between. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth investing your time in if you're looking to improve in COD. It all seems blindingly obvious, considering the fact that I'm basically saying if you give yourself a handicap and then you go back to not having a handicap, you'll feel the difference. But you don't really see it reflected online that much, to be honest. I see a lot of the same weapons popping up, and people are quite adamant about using those same weapons again and again, but it's how much you're willing to improve. If you really do want to get better at the game, then it's just about challenging yourself and broadening your horizons. It's getting very deep now. imparting wisdom of a COD guru. I guess you could say something like that, but I guess it'd be a bit big-headed calling myself a COD guru, but at the same time, you know, I do have some wisdom about this game, so I'd like to pass it on. And yeah, so Cat 40 is pretty fucking amazing. It's just tearing through Express, basically. I mean, I think it's one of those weapons that definitely started off at the beginning. No one really knew no one really knew about this sort of stuff, because again, no one wants to try any of the new weapons, any of the variants, because everyone's so keen to find the best weapons, and that's why a lot of this sort of stuff doesn't become OP until later on in the game, because most of the time most people are just sticking to the same weapons. So usually what happens is that I'll try all the weapons, find something OP without even realising that it's OP, and yeah, and then later on it just emerges that it is amazing. So that is one of the benefits. If you tried a lot of the weapons early and you know you've gotten used to being able to use those weapons, you'll have the edge on a lot of people with any advantages any of those weapons give, because most of the time most people will try and stick to what they hear is the best weapon and don't really move on otherwise. But anyway guys, that's all I've got time for. I hope you enjoyed the footage, hope you enjoyed the comm. If you're interested at all in any of my other videos, check out the channel, blah blah blah, yada yada, regular YouTube stuff. But you know, I guess I'll see you in my next post. Cheers guys.